Hello and welcome back to the KillerHERTZ Mercedes channel. Now I hope you're all safe and well in 2021. So for this video we're going to be discussing OBD, which is Onboard Diagnostic. Now this is a system which has been available for all makes and models for about the last 25 years or so. It's an industry standard protocol which allows main dealerships and independent garages to connect their diagnostic machines directly into the car to read the ECUs, which will give you fault codes and assist you with issues and troubleshooting. Alternatively, it'll also allow you to add and remove certain features to the car. Now, until fairly recently, this has only been available, as I say, to main dealerships or independent garages, with Mercedes using their own Star diagnostic system. Now, that Star is extremely expensive. There's an eye-watering monthly cost, which puts off independent garages. Then the only other option is you can either get yourself an old unsupported version, which I've got here. Alternatively, you can go down the pirated route, but I've no way, shape or form condone this or endorse it in any way. Now, for the end user, what other options have you got? Well, there's also the iCarSoft. Now, iCarSoft is about £150 or so, and it allows you to view fault codes as well as clear them. That's quite a bulky unit with touchscreen, but it works pretty well. Now, the only other option you've got apart from that is to get one of these cheap and nasty little Bluetooth dongles for the car, which is about £10. You may get the odd code or something appearing on your phone, but you can't really do anything with that. So a couple of months ago, I had a look around to see do a little bit of research to see what other options are available. And I stumbled across some forums for other makes and models, such as Volkswagen Audi Group and BMW. Now, a lot of users were recommending a system called Carly. Now, Carly is a Bluetooth dongle as well, but it also actually connects to their own app, which is available for Android and iOS. Now, it allows you to view codes, to clear codes, which is more important, as well as add and remove different features to the car. So, as I say, a couple of months ago, I reached out to Carly to see what options are available, and they told me that at the time, their actual device only allowed you to do basic fault diagnosing on the Mercedes models, but a new version was coming out shortly with more features and so on. Now, anyway, fast forward a couple of months, they've actually sent me a unit here. So for this video, I'm going to test to see exactly what it can do, what fault coding ability it's got, and what other options are available. So before I connect it up and start using it, I thought I'd very quickly show you what's in the box.
What's in the box?
First, I need to try and prise it open. Okay, so we're greeted with a small card with what looks like a kind of mission statement on it. And on the other side, a set of brief instructions on how to get it working. And now to the actual unit, which appears to be well made out of a kind of rubbery hard-wearing plastic material. Here are the OBD connector pins, and also what look like a couple of LEDs on the front. I guess these are here to display power and connection maybe. First impressions, it appears to be very nicely put together. Okay, so it's now time to get this little module connected into the OBD2 port, which is located under my steering column in the footwell. So once we've done that, we'll connect up to my mobile phone. So let's get this connected. With it connected correctly, you'll see a couple of power lights, as well as a blue light indicating it's waiting for a signal. Once you've downloaded the Carly app from either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, simply click on the icon to start the app. Now, first up, you're going to need to select which model of car you have the device actually connected to from the list. So we'll just go and type in Mercedes into the search box and now select which model. Now, as you can clearly see, there are only a handful of models appearing rather than every Mercedes. Now, my car, the CLS, as you can see, is not appearing on the front screen. However, I've discovered if you choose C-Class and also the correct year, which is 2011 in my case, then you'll see the CLS listed. Now, follow the rest of the options, gasoline, 63 AMG, and now it's selected. But again, as you can see, the app still displays C-Class at the top. Now, the support team have been aware of this, and they did say as long as you select the relevant year, it shouldn't be a problem. First up, from the main menu, let's take a look at the vehicle health option. This allows you to scan the car look for fault codes and goes through all these sections listed here. It's going to download all the information from the car. I've sped it up because it normally takes a couple of minutes or so. It's roughly about the same amount of time as it takes from Star Diagnostic as well as the iCarSoft does. You'll already notice it's detected one fault with my car. Right, so the scanning's now complete. It's detected one power steering issue, which is a little bit concerning. The errors are colour coded, so red is urgent, yellow's an advisory, and green is good. Lucky for me, all the other modules have come back green. Let's click on this error and take a look what code it's reported. Now, Carly features an excellent option. If you see this button here, search for more information, it'll actually go and Google the fault code for you to see what it is. It mainly brings back forum posts, which often tell you how to fix the issue. This is an excellent time-saving feature in my opinion. I'll have to do a little digging to see what this error relates to in full. Anyhow, let's see how well Carly clears this error code for me. Now, with the error code cleared, you have the option to scan once again to see if the error is clear or not. And also there's the option to remind you to scan it once again in 3 days. Now, often codes in cars can return after a couple of days, so again it's a well thought out option. With the car now free of any faults, next up it's the used car check feature. If you're planning on going to buy a second-hand car privately or from a slightly dodgy dealership, then this is a must. First, the app compares the mileage of the car to its age to let you know if it's average for its age or not. Then it connects to the car's built-in Mercedes Assist system and allows you to view all the recorded services which the car has had with an amazing level of detail, which includes the mileage of the service, how long ago it was, the average daily mileage since the service in question. If you keep scrolling down, it will show you one service after another. Now, this is an amazing feature which you can do sat in your car on a seller's driveway, for example, without the need to lug around any additional equipment apart from the dongle. Now, there's another feature which I must cover in this video. The Carly app records all the data received and reports it as PDFs, which are accessible at any time. This again is an excellent feature. So for example, if you're selling a car, you simply print off it on the same day you're selling the car to provide the new owner with all the service information. It's such a great feature that the only way you can normally get this level of detail is directly from Mercedes by logging into their service portal. Now, I'm not going to go through every single feature that the Carly app covers, or this video is going to go on forever, but there are a couple of other worthy mentions. The ability to carry out a service function, like resetting the oil change alert, directly from the app. And finally, the other interesting option is the customizable live data feature. Now, you can add and remove the data fields, all of which are logged as PDF, by the way. Now, these include throttle position, engine load, distance travelled since errors appeared, and the vehicle speed, to name a few. Now, you can customise these all to your heart's content and get a live data readout, which is really good for diagnosing problems. Okay, so that was a brief overview of the main features which the Carly app can give. As I mentioned, I haven't gone through absolutely everything, otherwise the video will probably be double the length. So I guess it's the time in the video where I need to give my thoughts and findings and give this some kind of score. So, as I mentioned at the start, I have got my own Star Diagnostic machine, so I'm well familiar with what these systems can do. And also I've tried one of the real cheap and nasty dongles, which can only give you just the basic codes. This probably sits somewhere between the two. Now, you're never going to get the full abilities from a Star Diagnostic machine, which is thousands of pounds on something like this. But I guess the abilities and the code clearing abilities are equal to something like an iCarSoft. Now, the iCarSoft is fairly big and bulky. It's quite rugged for use in a workshop and so on. The benefit of this is you can just pop it in your pocket or next to your phone. So, code reading aside, probably the biggest selling point of this is the ability to take it with you when you're looking at a second-hand car. You can simply plop it in the car, whether you're on a dealership or a seller's driveway. Simply scan the car and you can verify everything they've told you about the service history and see if there's any other problems and so on. Now that alone makes it worth its price. Now regarding price, it's about half the price of an iCarSoft system. You pay for the actual initial unit, and then there's a monthly subscription, as an annual subscription for only a few pounds. And you can up it for all makes and models rather than just Mercedes for a few pounds more, but it's still excellent value. Okay, I guess we need to talk about its faults. As with anything, it's never perfect. There's always a few little quirks and so on. The ones I found on this are fairly minor, but I'll go over them now. So first of all, its time of filming, it's March 2021, and you can only use the advanced features on this with the iOS devices. Android, you still can use the unit, but you've only got the old app at the moment. Now, the support team have assured me that the new app should be out within the next month or so that's something to be aware of if you buy one of these. And the other issues I've got is the main issue would be when you're trying to select your model of Mercedes, it only lists about 10 of them on screen at once. It's quite difficult at first to realise what's going on, but I discovered if you click on, for my own car, click on C-Class, strangely enough CLS is listed under there. Now the support team are aware of this, and they said generally as long as you select the correct year of Mercedes, it shouldn't matter really which model you select. But again, it's something else to be aware of. And then the last little thing I've noticed is in certain screens when you're looking at live data readouts, it will jump from miles per hour, you'll go across to the next screen and suddenly it'll say kilometers per hour and vice versa. Again, it's another little bug which hopefully they will address going forward. So I guess I need to give this a score. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's a thoroughly excellent unit. I really recommend getting it. I mean, the ability that you can take this anywhere with you, just pop it in and scan in a couple of minutes is fantastic. So yeah, thoroughly recommend getting it. So one thing I need to make you aware of before I finish this video is that if you've used the Carly device on other makes and models in the past, you'll know that you get additional coding features and options available, such as the ability to make the car beep when you lock it, or you also there's an option to enable the orange side lights to be on permanently, like an American spec cars, and vice versa. Now, unfortunately, these extra features aren't available for the Mercedes version of the app. Now, the reason being is when I contacted the support team, they said that the complexity of Mercedes cars, it's just not possible to implement that, unfortunately. I guess Volkswagen Audi group cars are pretty much the same from when you get a Seat to a Bentley. The actual core systems are the same, so it's probably easier to standardise things. Who knows? So I just need to make you aware of that. You still obviously get all the other bits and pieces which I've showed in this video. So anyway, so that brings us to the end of this video. Now, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you'd like to see some more, let me know. And if you haven't done already, consider clicking on that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified as soon as I upload any other videos. And if you haven't done already, please click on that like button. Now, it does help the channel grow, something to do with the YouTube algorithms or something. Anyway, until next time, thanks so much for watching. Cheers. Now, if you're interested in getting hold of your own Carly device, have a look in the video description below where you'll find a link to get an exclusive discount.